Hello folks, this is Founder Leroon. I'm here with Fantasy Grounds College. I'm going to go over a little add-on that's been included recently in the update that happened on June 1st, 2021. This mainly applies to the DnD5e Ruleset. I do not believe that this is currently in the works for any other rule sets. And beside that, the rule sets are a little different. So I think attunement tracking may only apply to this rule set. I know it's in Pathfinder, but it's handled differently, so maybe they'll include that in the future. But for right now, this is the DnD5e Ruleset. What we're going to do is show you how this works and how to set it up, and a couple considerations. Hopefully this won't drag on too long. So I'm going to get started. I also have my magnifier and my pointer, so this will help with the visibility. So what I have here now is pretty much a blank character sheet. I just threw a portrait on it. I haven't done anything to it yet. I don't have any extensions going or anything like that. So in your inventory area, you have a place where you can put your equipment. One of the equipment types you can put in there is magic items. So I went to the items area on the right-hand side, and I filtered by attunement. So there's a filter here called attunement, and you can say yes or no. So if you have the content loaded, meaning the player's handbook, dungeon master's guide, that sort of thing, you'll have a list here. If you have the SRD, you'll have a smaller list, but nonetheless, this is how you can tell if an item requires attunement if it's already set up. Now, if you're making your own homebrew content, you have to make a copy of an existing item or create a new item from scratch. I recommend just taking an item that's already built, and at that point you can unlock it and you'll be able to see what it takes to create that item. So if you don't do that, you're not going to be able to unlock this feature here, which is basically there's a little lock up here on the top right corner. And then there's an identified and not identified status. So I've got 3 different versions here to show you the difference. And then what we're going to do is first you would just drag a original copy back into this list of items. And then you would unlock once you have the item duplicated or copied. You'll get this little lock, and you can unlock these and you'll be able to edit them. Otherwise, this little lock doesn't show up, and it's part of the actual module, and you can't edit it. So you have to make a copy of an existing item, or you can come over and create an item from scratch. But you use these as a template. So this is the Cloak of Protection, and in the rarity column, it says uncommon, and then in parentheses, it says requires attunement. So if you're going to make a magic item and you want it to have attunement required, you need to put that statement in there. That helps with the parsing and such. So once you're done creating your item, you'll lock it back up. Now, to use the attunement tracker, there's a couple things that have to happen. First, you will need to drag the item to the equipment area. By default, it'll probably be unidentified. So I'm going to drag this item over and drop it on the list. And as you can see, there is now an attunement section here.